I've batted against major league pitchers. I've cycled with Floyd Landis, but this could be the most intimidating assignment I've had yet. I'm going to get a manicure and a pedicure with Olympic figure skater Johnny Weir. Johnny, we're at Spa Chakra on 5th Avenue. What's going to take place here?
Well, you're going to get a manicure and a pedicure, and you're going to have paraffin wax, and you're going to love it so much, and your wife's going to love it, and I think you're going to pee a little bit.
Well, hopefully there'll be a bathroom, Henry, because I haven't worn my Depends today. But let's go inside,
Absolutely.
And we'll see how this goes.
Let's hit it.
Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you. Like, what do you usually do with people?
All
Because
right.
I feel like this isn't usually what you do.
What I usually, well, let me just say, oh, that's nice. I normally just write about them. I don't go to pedicures and manicures and stuff like that.
Well, then what is this? What's happening? I could have just talked to you on the phone.
Well, no, but we wanted to see what your life's like. Mm-hmm. Now, I've ridden, I bicycled with Floyd Landis. I've caught knuckleballs from R.A. Dickey. And
What's a knuckleball?
Knuckleball is baseball, and you throw it off. You throw it off the fingertips, not off the knuckle, and the ball does lots of goofy things on the way.
Don't you throw all balls like that?
You would throw. If I had one, you'd grip the ball like that. With a knuckleball, you just sort of.
See, I couldn't throw like that.
Oh? How would you throw?
I would hold it all, and kind of just chuck it, so I could feel it beating. You could have at least shaved your feet. Come on.
There's so many things I could have done for this that I should have done, but I did not. Shaving the feet was not something that I did think about.
Figure skating, you have to make it look like you're not trying, even though it's really hard and it's so much work. You have to make it look like it's effortless. So if you're sweating and a mess and you stink after, then obviously you had to try too hard.
Yes, it is the kiss and cry zone, not the sweat and stink zone.
Exactly.
The thing I always forget about when I'm watching figure skating, and it sounds stupid, I always forget though, you guys are on ice, because you do make it look so easy.
Well, thank you.
And
well, we have to, and that's why people don't necessarily think it's a real sport, is because it looks easy. We're not out there tackling or being tackled or checked or running excessively. It looks effortless and beautiful and graceful and all of these things, but you know, I would challenge any football player or baseball player, well, especially baseball players. I mean, how you can be 300 pounds and play a sport and get paid millions of dollars to do it, I'll never know. But all you have to do is run around bases. Everything is on us. We have no team out there. We've got no padding. I mean, it's hard work. I would challenge anyone to try what I do.
So what are we doing now?
We're going to get a manicure. And wax on our feet.
Wax. I feel so pretty.
So how do you feel? Are you excited? Do you feel fresh and new?
The feet do feel kind of nice.
What's the harm in this, going with your wife every week to get it done?
It's not very manly, I've always thought. No, it was...
There's nothing not manly about taking care of your appearance, taking care of your skin, shaving, smelling good, making sure your nails are nice. I mean, you don't have to get polished, but I mean, you can cut your nails and get them filed and soak your hands and everything, make them soft. Not like like gross, dry, callous hands.
Actually, will be telling me to go shower every week or something like that.
Well, I mean, at least twice a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How nice is that?
That's...
What color are you going to get in your nails?
What do you suggest?
Well, I mean, if I wanted to be mean and make this funny for everyone, I'd have you paint your nails red. But, I mean, you do have to travel by public airplane back home. So I think just a nice buff and a little bit of clear.
It is a question that gets asked a lot. What is your general thought on revealing your sexuality, whether it is what it is, or whether it's business or...
What's important about it?
I think people are interested in...
Are people titillated by it? See, with that kind of thing also, I don't see the importance of revealing anything about yourself. I mean, I'm looking at you and you just are you. I don't care if you're married, if you're gay. I mean, all of these things make you you. So, gay, Asian, lesbian, whatever, Jehovah's Witness. I mean, these things, they make people up, so it's not necessarily the most important thing in this world if someone's gay or not.
I think I saw a quote from you. You said you didn't want to be judged by what you were.
I want to be judged by
who
who I am. I want to be judged by who I am, not what I am. So, I mean, I have African American cousins who no one asks me about that. I mean, there are lots of things that make up Johnny Weir that people don't ask, and that none of them are important. I mean, I am Johnny Weir. Judge me the way you see me, love me the way you see me, hate me the way you see me, but all of these things make me up. And sexuality and having sex is, the least that people should worry about.
Particularly since apparently you don't, you never have time
Yeah,
for
I don't
it.
have sex. I don't have time anyway, so it doesn't matter. Man, woman, tree.
Earlier this year, you were considering leaving it,
Leaving.
the sport.
Oh, yes.
Why was that, and what changed your mind?
Well, after the last national championships, I was very ill, and I went and tried to compete and be a man and not ask anyone for a bye to the World Championships
You're going to man up and do it.
that I knew I wouldn't receive because I haven't always had the best relationship with my federation. So going into the last national championships, I knew that I wasn't prepared. I was very sick last Christmas in a Korean hospital. And I lost about 8 pounds, and for a figure skater, 8 pounds is basically like losing a leg or an arm because we're skinny people anyway. I went to compete, and I knew I wasn't ready, but I did it anyway, and I came 5th. And I thought, well, right now internationally, I'm the #1 ranked American man. Maybe they'll still send me to the World Championships, and they'll help me, even though I was very sick. And they said, nope. I felt that I didn't have the support or the backing from the people that I've given so much of my life to, and I wanted nothing to do with it. But then my mom called and she said, you know what, I don't want you to regret anything when you're 50 years old, so you've got to decide right now if you're going to do this or not. And it really stuck in my mind, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna try. This is stupid to stop just 1 year before the Olympics, which could be my second Olympics. It could be my opportunity to win a medal at the Olympic Games, and all of those things came into play for me. I haven't worked this hard for this long to just say, okay, I'm done. I have to go out with a bang, either good or bad. I have to go out knowing that I did everything I could.
You consider to be a good American is to be sort of a citizen of the world. But what have you gained from your travels?
I've seen so many things in this world that the average person doesn't get to see. I mean, I've danced on the Great Wall of China and spun around decked out in full fur in Red Square, and gone on the lift wearing a beret in the Eiffel Tower. I mean, I've done all of these things, and I'm only 25, and it really brings to my mind what the world is all about. And for me, to be a good American is to appreciate the world that we live in, and the fact that unless you're an Apache or a Navajo or something, you're not really an American. You come from all these places. And people forget that, and I like knowing where I've come from and knowing where the rest of the people in my country have come from. I mean, we're built on other countries, on the backs of other countries. So for me, being a good American is appreciating the world, not just your country. I love my country to death, and that's something that people often mistake, because I mean, I am very pro-world and pro-Russia and pro-Korea, pro-Japan. I'm pro-everything, just because I realize that the world is the world because of all these places that make it up. And America is wonderful and beautiful because we're made up of the world. It's like a tiny earth inside the earth. That's my country. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud when I represent my country and I go into competitions and I see my flag and that it's Johnny Weir from the United States of America. I'm very proud of that. But at the same time, for me, being a proud American is to be a proud citizen of the world.